This video chart presentation is Solta Medical. It's a NASDAQ listed stock, trading under ticker SLTM. Look at this 9-month chart, and a sideways channel really kind of jumps out at me. Outside of some sharper moves here in May, again in July, and right back here in October, the stock has sort of been range bound between $2 and around $2.30. Recovering from this last dip, price per share is pinned between the 50 and 200-day moving averages. Right now, I just want to pay attention to it, see if it's going to move back above this 200-day, and try and take out these old tops because there's not much resistance in the way to potentially go up and challenge those old highs. MACD's moved back upward, broken through zero. That's a bullish position. We'll say I'm not crazy about the fact the histogram bars are actually moving downward, but as long as the MACD can hold over top of zero, that's still a bullish indication of trend. ADX around 20. That's considered a trading pattern. I want to see it above 30 to show the ADX is in a trend. But right now, with positive DI on top, moving upward. As the ADX moves upward, that indicator is definitely leaning towards the bullish side of things. Same way with the MFI, over top of 50, all three components holding the upper half of the indicator. That signals that people are paying higher prices for the stock recently. Not a whole lot to be seen in the accumulation distribution. Maybe the slice of upward trends at this point. While it's not indicative of real strong buying pressure, it's probably more important that at least that downward trend has slowed its roll. There's not as much selling going on. You can also see that in the Chaikin money flow, which is moving back towards zero, saying that over 20 period intervals, buying and selling pressure is essentially equal. CCI above 100, that's a technical buy signal for that indicator. Full stow, sliding downward, saying some momentum's coming out of the stock, but holding over top of 50 is a bullish sign. And the tricks, much like the MACD, moving upward, breaking through zero, indicating a bullish trend for the chart. And the relative strength index, also trending over top of 50, saying that bullish momentum is being sustained in the chart. And ultimately, I want to see these red and gold lines, 14 and 21 RSIs, hold over top of 50. A break back down through that point is a bearish sign that the momentum is coming out of the play. From a support and resistance standpoint, I could put a support all the way down here at $1.75, but that's way too far away from Tuesday's closing price of $2.12. I want to put this channel on here that I mentioned to start the video. Now, it's not a real precise channel. It's not super clearly defined, but with this 50-day moving average right now at 202 and a static support in the area of $2, that's the point I'm going to pay attention to, because if this takes on some selling pressure and breaks through that, it's not a very good sign for this chart, and it may come back down to these lows at $1.75. Right now, with this 50-day actually on a downward path, and the 200-day also on a downward path, I want to see it hold that $2 mark and push upward to break above those key moving averages to get them rolling upward. This chart will be taking on a much more bullish look if that happens. Now, it was a nice little day on Tuesday, up about 3.5%, 700,000 shares traded. That's plenty of liquidity for this stock. Now I'll be looking for that continued upward pressure and steady volume to move through the 200-day, and I think we're going to start seeing some resistance pick up right there around 225. But I'll be looking for some closing prices in excess of $2.30 to try and break through an area of resistance. If that happens, as I mentioned, just not much in the way to these old highs up around $2.80. That's pretty substantial gains from closing at 212 on Tuesday, and I'm by no means implying that that's going to happen overnight. I'm just looking to see if this chart's going to take on a more bullish look. And when I was running some scans, that channel and the potential upside immediately jumped out at me. But of course, it all starts by holding this support point and seeing if it can push over top the 200-day. Those are the first things I'm going to be looking for in the SLTM chart. But as always, merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.